Triple H and Stone Cold's tag team. Now, this was known as the Power Trip, or also known as the Two-Man Power Trip. And this was in 2001. It only lasted a couple months. Now, this goes back to WrestleMania 17. It was Stone Cold versus The Rock for the world title, for the WWF Championship. The World Championship. Stone Cold, leading up to the event, said that he would do anything to win the World Championship. And he did anything, including shaking hands with his nemesis, Vince McMahon, and using a chair on The Rock. So he formed an alliance with Vince McMahon. The next night on Raw, Triple H was angry that The Rock was getting another title shot against Stone Cold, this time in a steel cage, and complained to Vince McMahon before leaving. He came back during Stone Cold and The Rock's match with his sledgehammer and entered the cage. Now you're thinking he's going to hit Stone Cold and cost him the title shot, but he hit The Rock, and him and Stone Cold beat up The Rock. Once again, aligning with Vince McMahon. Now he still has Stephanie in his corner at this point, because they're still an item, they're still together on screen at this point. Stone Cold, during this time, was showing a vicious streak, going after anyone from the Hardys and Lita to the Dudley Boys. And they quickly began a feud, and Triple H won the Intercontinental title off Chris Jericho to lose it to Jeff Hardy to once again win it again. And then they went after the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker, for the tag titles. Now you're thinking they can't beat the Brothers of Destruction. You know, Kane and The Undertaker's going to whip their ass. No, they beat the Brothers of Destruction and also won the tag titles. So Triple H's Intercontinental title, Stone Cold's the World Champion, and they're the Tag Team Champions. And they also won the Bowling Championship that night. So they're League Champions. I don't know, I'm just making that up. Stone Cold's also the Beer Guzzling Champion of the world. And Triple H won the Ass Kissing Contest. You know, I'm just making shit up at this point because they held so many titles. But anyways, so now they're feuding with Kane and The Undertaker. Gone through so many matches. Injuring Kane's shoulder. No, elbow. He injured Kane's elbow. They injured some part of Kane that was on his arm at some point before he came back. And him and Triple H had a chain match for the Intercontinental title, which Kane won. But Triple H still helped Stone Cold beat The Undertaker. But they didn't hold on to the Tag Team Championships after this, because then they faced Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. Now, mind you, this is only 2 or 3 months later. And this is when Triple H tore his quad off the bone. Now, for those who don't know, the quad is a muscle in the leg, and Triple H tore it off the bone during this match, which was a career-threatening injury. People didn't expect him to come back after this. Triple H still finished the match, hitting Stone Cold with the sledgehammer, costing them the tag titles. And that's when they officially broke up, with Stone Cold pretty much kicking Triple H out of the group then afterwards, and Stone Cold going on to continue to be a heel. Now, I was doing some research, some peer-reviewed research. I posted in a scientific journal. I don't remember which one, but I'm sure you can find it. And it talked about what was supposed to happen if Triple H hadn't gotten injured. And apparently it was going to be another Triple H Stone Cold feud eventually, with Triple H as the face and Austin as the heel. The only problem with this is Triple H never really worked as a face during this time. He was always much better as the heel. So Triple H was going to get the big face run that Angle got during the Invasion angle, and Stone Cold was going to continue to be the heel. Does this mean Triple H won the Undisputed Championship? We don't know. We know the only reason Angle didn't win the Undisputed Championship was because WWF was so sure they were going to bring Sting in. They kept the title off Angle because they won Sting versus Angle at WrestleMania. And then, of course, the Sting contract fell through, and Angle didn't face Sting at WrestleMania 18. So, that's pretty much how it was supposed to go. Now, it actually went, Triple H was out for almost a year. So that was the two-man power trip, also known as Triple H and Stone Cold's tag team. They held a bunch of titles. They held the world, Triple H held the Intercontinental, Stone Cold held the world, and they held the tag team titles and were dominant during this time, including being led by Vince McMahon and Stephanie, and would have went on to have a big feud between each other, except Triple H got injured. Now here's a word from a sponsor. Your TV stuck on one channel? Volume not loud enough? Tired of unplugging it every time you want to turn it off? Get a remote. You can change the channel all you want, control the volume, and even turn it off without unplugging it. It's just that easy. Buy your remote today. Available everywhere. I even think at the gas station has them. Buy a remote today.